What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you guys exactly how to use EliteAlgo properly. This is going to be a little bit more advanced. It won't be just simply following the sell and buy signals every time. You're going to have to pick and choose which ones are good and which ones are bad, but we're going to teach you exactly how to do that and how to increase your win rate overall with EliteAlgo for trading stocks, forex, or crypto. For this example, we're going to be trading stocks on the Roku ticker, but again, this strategy will work for stocks, crypto, forex, you name it. Okay? Now, basically, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use past information that you see right here to predict future informations that you see right here, right? Future trades, sorry, that you see right here. Okay? And the way we're gonna do that is simply by using something called support and resistance. What support and resistance is key levels of the chart where price tended to react to. Okay? So for example, you can see that every time the price came down to this area right here, it eventually shot back up. Okay, this would be called a support. So for example, in this area right here, this is a support area. Okay, right there. That would be a support area. You can see that the price had a hard time breaking through this area here before breaking it, then had a hard time breaking under this area before finally breaking it over here. But you can see that it had a very, very hard time breaking this area before going back up, right? So the cool thing about EliteAlgo is that it actually does that for you. So if you go up here into the settings, click settings, one go down, enable auto support resistance, right? Click on that, press OK. It's going to plot these green lines on the chart for you, and these green lines will indicate key areas of the chart. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to use these key areas as a type of confirmation for your trade. So for example, we can see that right here on this buy signal right here, this big buy signal, okay, the last time the price came down here, it hit this line, went back up, okay, so that we know now that this green line here is an area where the price had a hard time breaking under, okay, so we have to take that into consideration. Next, we see in the oscillator that it went from being a strong momentum downwards to a weak momentum, right? With these dark slash transparent red bars here at the bottom in the momentum indicator. Okay, and then after that we get the buy signal right here. Okay, so we know that this buy signal will probably be pretty good because the last time the price came down a little bit this low, it went back up. Momentum indicator says it's losing momentum, and if we look at our dashboard here, we can see that on every single time frame, the trend is bullish, which means that the overall trend of the chart was bullish at this time. Okay, so what we would do is we would actually take this trade here at the buy signal because we know we had three confirmations. So we didn't just blindly follow the buy signal. No, we actually looked for reasons on why the buy signal should be a good one, right? So if we would have took this buy signal, we would have rode it all the way up until you get this loss of momentum right here on the indicator, right? This first dark green line. Why was this a loss of momentum here? Well, very simple. You can see that in this area, if we want to draw another line, the price actually had a hard time breaking through this line, right? So this is where it happened. Check. See over here, price had a hard time breaking through this line in this area. So now we can kind of see, okay, the price can't break through this line. Momentum indicator showing that it's losing momentum. Maybe I should get out. Now you would have got out here, you would have made good profit. If you would have stayed, you probably would have made more, right? And you could have done either two things. You could have either set a stop loss, right? So you could have had your stop loss right here, right underneath this green line. So if the price came back down and broke through this green line, then it would have taken you out of trade and you would still have some profit. Or you would have been just happy with your trade and just canceled the trade regardless. Okay, I probably would have canceled the trade because I like collecting profit and I don't like being too risky in the market. So whenever I have profit, I like to keep it, right? But that's just one example of how you could have traded this buy signal right here. Same thing with this sell signal right here, right? So we can see that the last time the price we can see it's the last time the price went up over here, it hit this line, went back down before finally breaking it, and then this resistance became support, right? Before finally breaking again, which made it again a resistance again. We can see that I had a hard time breaking this green line, and then a sell signal was produced right after the line couldn't be broken, right? So we could have taken this trade over here and rode it all the way until we get a light colored bar, dark slash transparent colored bar here on the red. So we would have entered our position right here, okay, and we would have got out right there, right, and that would have made us a good trade. That would have been money. Now the reason why we took this trade, even though it was already at a support line, is because you can see that over here the momentum indicator was the bright red, which means that right now the momentum going downwards is very strong, right? So this is exactly how you want to trade it. You want to look at all these informations together, okay, and then take the trade that way. So if we can see over here, again, price came down, hit this line, went back up, a buy signal was produced, right? And then we can see that it's losing momentum at the bottom here in the momentum indicator. So we could have taken this trade as well. We always take the trade on the next candle, not on that candle. And then we know that we could have got out as soon as we saw it having a hard time breaking this line, right? And you can kind of tell that it's having a hard time breaking the line, even without the indicator here, by simply judging the size of these candles. You can see that the candle is going from big to smaller to small. That means basically that it's losing a lot of momentum. So over here at this candle, you probably should have got out, right? This trade would have been small win, maybe even a break even, but that's basically how you avoid losses using EliteAlgo. Okay, very very simple, guys. And another thing you can see here, this sell signal. So if you want to take this one, you would have took it over here. The reason why you would take it is because you saw that in this whole area right here, the price had a hard time breaking this area. So obviously it's probably gonna have a hard time breaking it again. So you take the sell, you see that it's losing momentum always, and it doesn't go weak momentum until over here where this buy signal was produced. So you could have actually took this whole trade, you would have rode it all the way down into this this area right here of resistance, of support, sorry, right? That's basically how you guys want to use EliteAlgo, guys. It's very, very easy. You just have to use your brain a little bit, kind of get some confirmations with the oscillator, the momentum indicator, the support resistance lines, and the buy and sells, right? And you guys can use the dashboard here to kind of help you trade with the trend, which is always more accurate. So yeah, that's basically how you guys use EliteAlgo. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below or ask us in the Discord community. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Have yourself a good day.